Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll try to get to as many of you as we can, but obviously there's lots of people here, so we'll try to get round to as many as we can. If we're all ready in the room, we'll come firstly to Alex Howell from the BBC there.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Could we start with some player updates, please? Kai Havertz and Eberechi Eze came off at the weekend, so are either of them available for tomorrow?
Kai is out and Ebbs is ready to go.
Thank you. And Ricardo Calafiori wasn't in the squad the weekend, but was training, and Jurrien Timber has been out for a little while, so are either of those in the squad or available?
Yeah, those two are available for tomorrow.
So tomorrow is a big match after the pressure of the weekend, after a big result in the Premier League, after things have been difficult for you. So how much confidence have you taken from that after a run of games when things maybe haven't gone to plan?
Well, after that win, a massive win for us against Newcastle, you could sense it straight away, the energy, the confidence coming into this game. It's a massive privilege to be here again 2 years in a row in the semi-final of the Champions League, representing our club. And yeah, what an opportunity. We're going to grab it with both hands. You're going to see a team that wants to be dominant, that wants to win it, and that wants to start to decide the tie tomorrow.
As you mentioned there, a big achievement being in the semi-final of the Champions League back-to-back years, but what are you expecting from Atletico tomorrow?
A really tough match, a team that has managed so much experience in the competition, that they have every right to be here, because what they've done, again, is remarkable. We know the difficulty of the match, but I think we have shown in Europe, in any ground, what we are capable of. We've been very consistent, and tomorrow we have to play with that confidence, with that desire and that will to come here to win the game.
John from the Mirror.
Hello, Mikel. Can I just double check? You did say Jurrien's available tomorrow.
You spotted that well.
Yes, I did. What a hell of a boost that is, because he's such an important player.
Jurrien is not in the squad.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But Ricky and Bukayo, they are in the squad.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We misunderstood. We were talking to Martin before, and he was talking about the opportunity to make history.
Yeah.
And, you know, just what an amazing period this is.
¿Listo para tu próxima aventura? Vuela por menos. Explora más de 150 destinos con
Ahead of you and the opportunity that you have now.
But that's the way we are all feeling, and that's the energy that I feel amongst the team and the club. This is the stages that we want to be, and we have earned it through incredible work, passion and quality in the last 9 months. And now is the moment to make a statement and show how good we are, how much we want it, and make it happen. It's clear. The opportunity is in front of us, and we have to attack it.
John from BBC Radio.
Mikel, can you talk a little bit about what you need to do when you play here against this Atletico Madrid team, Diego Simeone? Are there things that you have to think about and take into consideration that you wouldn't necessarily anywhere else? And is this a place where you need cool heads as much as anywhere?
Yes, I think every opponent and every context, whether it is the stadium, the opponent, the manner that they play, have differences, and there are things that obviously have to be highlighted, whether there is strength or the weaknesses as well. And especially against them, there are moments in game, and we have to manage that so well to be successful and win the game.
Dharmesh from Sky Sports.
Hey, Mikel.
Hi.
You beat Atletico in the group phase quite convincingly. Do you gain any psychological advantage from that? And do you reflect on what happened against PSG last season when you beat them in the group stage but were knocked out in the semis? And has that been part of your messaging to the players?
No, because it's not a very positive one. There are a lot of positive messages that I can send to the team. Obviously, we learn things from that game, but tomorrow's game is going to be a completely different one, especially playing here. We know what they've done and what they are capable of, and as well because we have now some experience as well in these kind of games, and we know exactly what we have to do.
I don't know if you saw Diego Simeone's news conference or are aware of what he said. He's created a few headlines because he said that Arsenal, PSG and Barcelona are interested in Julian Alvarez. So there's a two-part question for you. Are you? And how big a threat is Julian Alvarez?
You know that I don't talk, I should never talk about any player that is not a player.
Sam, Daily Telegraph.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
There's a weather warning tomorrow, potential storms and very heavy rain. And
Yeah, we've been unlucky, yeah.
Yeah, very much so. There's been a lot of talk about the pitch here as well in recent weeks. I just wonder what you make of that and how big a problem that might be for the way you play.
We adapt to any context, and for the last 9 months, imagine the amount of games that we have played in different scenarios, different contexts, different opponents. So we'll adapt to the conditions tomorrow in the best possible way to be ourselves and win the game.
Simon, the son?
Mikel, this is obviously the second season in a row you've reached the semi-finals. Do you feel like you belong at this stage, and do you feel this group is now ready to take the next step and reach the final?
I don't take it for granted because a very short time ago, this club had 7 years without Champions League. So in that very short period of time, what we have achieved is remarkable, and we know the difficulty of it. We know how much we work for this, and yeah, enjoy it, take the opportunity, embrace it, because it's very tough to be here.
Tom from Reach.
Hi, Mikel. Slight tangent, but it was announced today that your Premier League game against Burnley is going to be played on the Monday night, and the Arsenal Supporters Trust has put a statement out in their disappointment about that. I just want to get your reaction to that announcement.
Well, I'm not surprised. It's the last home game of the season, and you want to play at the weekend. I think the game, the time and the date was set, and now it's been changed. So yeah, it's not ideal, especially for our supporters. But the TV has the right to do so. So they've done it, but unfortunately, we're going to have to adapt to that as well, and play our game and try to have everybody in that stadium in the same manner, with the same energy, because obviously we know what is at stake.
One in here, please introduce yourself. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Noah from Ziggo Sport Netherlands. Just one more question about Jurrien Timber, also a bit on behalf of the Dutch people as the World Cup is approaching. How is he doing, and when do you expect him back before the season?
We don't know yet. He's doing some stuff on the pitch at the moment, but yeah, we need to get the gears up and be able to do more things before he can compete with us.
Okay, we do a last couple for English media, then we'll move to Spanish. Isan from the Daily Mail.
Hi, Mikel. In terms of goals scored, do you sometimes wish that the chances around the box were taken more? Because there appears to be a lot of chances, but in terms of scoring goals, there's been a struggle in recent weeks. What are your thoughts on it all?
Well, that we have to do better, and obviously the moment we can take shots, the quality of those shots, and it was a great example against Newcastle, what can happen. So we want to improve in every department, but at the same time, to be where we are sitting here tonight, you have to be exceptional, or one of the top 4 teams in Europe to be here. So imagine how difficult that is.
Phil, Press Association.
Hi, Mikel. You spoke earlier about going out and making a statement tomorrow and dominating the game. Do you think, in your eyes, it's key to head back to the Emirates with a sort of advantage in terms of the semi-final? And what does that statement look like in your eyes?
Well, that's what we want to do. We have prepared the game to win it. There's no question about that, to be ourselves and do what we do constantly with our opponent. And then, okay, let's see what the game throws, the level that we can show, the quality that we can show, and hopefully that's going to be the case.
We'll take some questions in Spanish now. Juan Castro from Marca.
Hola, Mikel, bienvenido a tu país. Recuerdo que, bueno, quizás por cómo fuiste como jugadores, os intentan oponer en distintos estilos al Cholo y a ti. Recuerdo que en una entrevista me dijiste hace 1 año o 2 años que tenías muchas más cosas que te unen al Cholo de las que te separan. Si te podías ratificar en eso, ¿no?
La primera, la pasión por el juego, por la profesión. Creo que alguien que ha transformado este club en 15 años de la manera que ha hecho, la consistencia, el resultado que ha conseguido, de la manera que lo ha hecho, cómo se ha revelado ante cualquier cosa, a mí ese tipo de personas siempre las he admirado. Y luego cada uno tiene su estilo, el que siente, el que puede, el que le dan sus jugadores, el que tiene una identidad muy relacionada con el club, depende, pero en muchas cosas creo que es un referente absoluto.
Please introduce yourself, gentleman in the green.
Sí, Mikel, Diego Plaza del Chiringuito. Centrándonos en los equipos, no ya en los entrenadores, ¿qué crees que tiene tu Arsenal mejor que el Atlético de Madrid y qué te preocupa especialmente de este Atlético de Madrid?
Me ocupo de mis jugadores y de mi equipo y tenemos muchísimas herramientas en muchísimas fases del juego para ser dominantes, para hacerle daño al rival, para que el rival no los haga daño, si no, no estaríamos aquí. Y el Atlético lo mismo, de otra manera, con otras facetas y probablemente con otro perfil de jugadores. Y mañana va a ser un partido precioso donde nosotros queremos imponernos con nuestro estilo, con la manera de jugar y de sentir el juego.
Please introduce yourself.
Hola, Mikel, ¿qué tal? Óscar García para Jugones. Te lo han preguntado en inglés, pero quería que me contestaras en español. Mañana dan muchas tormentas en Madrid y encima se ha hablado mucho de cómo usa al límite cómo pone el césped al límite Simeone, ¿no?, para este tipo de partidos, para impedir a lo mejor el juego del rival. No sé si has podido ver la cancha, cómo está el césped, y qué esperas para mañana en un partido que a ver cómo está el
Acabo de
césped.
andar por el césped está muy bien. Lo que pasa ahí arriba no lo sabemos ninguno de nosotros, sobre todo a la hora del partido. Como he dicho antes, nos adaptaremos al contexto. Lo bueno que estos 10 meses hemos jugado en infinitos escenarios, rivales, contextos, y el equipo ha llegado aquí porque está preparado para adaptarse a eso.
Aquí Miquel, arriba, a tu derecha, José Rodríguez, en directo Radio Marca. Ya os habéis enfrentado una vez esta temporada, ganasteis 4-0, con 4 goles en apenas 13 minutos. Ahora, claro, el que ve la situación desde el otro prisma dice que el Arsenal no llega tan bien como en aquel momento, y el Atlético de Madrid es verdad que en sus eliminatorias, en esta Champions, en el partido de ida ha sido donde ha sacado más ventaja. No sé qué partido te esperas mañana aquí en cuanto a ambiente, en cuanto a rival, en el Metropolitano.
Pues diferente al que me planteas ahora, porque en esa primera eliminatoria han sido muy dominantes y han sacado resultados abultados además. Así que alejarnos de ese partido, obviamente, y acercarnos a un partido que nos convenga muchísimo más a nosotros para que la eliminatoria vaya en el sentido que queremos.
¿Qué tal, Miquel? Aquí María
Hola.
Relaño para Televisión Española. Te quería preguntar que dentro del arsenal que pueda sacar el Cholo Simeone mañana, ¿cuál es la pieza que más miedo te da?
Es una cuestión de miedo, son de fortalezas y tienen muchas, porque si no, no estarían donde están, igual que nosotros. La comunión que tienen, primero la energía que son capaces de generar en este estadio, esa es una. La creencia, la vivencia, porque ya lo han hecho, esa es otra. Y luego, obviamente, la capacidad individual que tienen en momentos para decidir un partido, que también lo han hecho muchas cosas. Entonces, por eso, cuando se llega a este nivel, los detalles son tan importantes y los momentos son tan importantes.
Okay, we'll take the last 2 questions. Firstly from this gentleman.
Buenas, Miquel Sebaslim de TV3. Dices que la idea es alejaros de los partidos estos de eliminatorias. El Atleti pues arrolló tanto al Barça como en la siguiente eliminatoria en Champions a su rival en los primeros 45 minutos. ¿De qué manera uno se puede alejar de esta situación en la que te arrollan? Gracias.
Bueno, entendiendo lo que pasa en esos momentos y cómo se activan y lo que le hace pasar por esos momentos. Los tenemos identificados, mañana hay que ser capaces de detectarlo rápido y que no pasen, y sobre todo haciendo las cosas que nos van a nosotros muy bien y que a ellos les costarán más.
And finally, gentleman here.
Hola, Miquel, Pedro Follana de la cadena SER. A Diego Pablo Simeone y a este Atlético de Madrid desde hace mucho tiempo le acompaña el San Benito de que es un equipo defensivo. El Cholo dice que ataca mejor que defiende en los últimos años. No sé, tú como entrenador de élite que te vas a enfrentar a ellos, si entiendes que es así, que es un equipo muy defensivo, o si este Atlético de Madrid ha cambiado radicalmente en los últimos años.
Yo creo que hace las dos cosas muy bien. Es el motivo por el que está aquí.
Okay, everyone. Thanks very much. See you tomorrow.
Gracias.